Hello, my name is Poiuymew, and welcome to the first episode of our Azkare campaign here in the Anbennar mod for Europa Universalis IV. Azkare is a nation, like many others, that was added in the Warlords of Haless update that had added the entirety of Haless and tons of new missions and new nations and all kinds of crazy content that we are going to be exploring. We start off as a pretty small power here, but our goal is to conquer a lot. Alright, we must liberate the people of Haless and of Rahen from their overlords and ensure that they live freedom and can find some representation in our government, though that is a bit down the line. Just a couple things before we get started here. This series is going to be releasing every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure that you subscribe to keep up with the channel and all of that. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So, first off, let's take a look at our starting leader. Lord Hiderion Tonin Zuir is a 333. He is an elf, though we are a human nation right now. He is an elf, and he is just. And our current government, we are a township, specifically a Kai township. A loose alliance of towns and villages in the harshlands of Thin Kai. They elect a lord from amongst themselves to rule for life and are fierce in their determination to remain free from the yoke of monarchs and tyrants. We cannot switch government type. Elections only occur when our ruler dies, and we can take the plutocratic idea group. This reform gives us fort defense plus 15%, maximum absolutism plus 20, plus 1 random candidate bonus, and minus 20% to our governing capacity modifier. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's take a look at our national ideas. So we have plus 2 possible advisors and minus 10 aggressive expansion impact. That is a huge bonus to get from the very beginning. That less AE is going to be fantastic. We have advisor cost minus 15%, global trade power plus 5%, and fort defense plus 15%. We have production efficiency plus 10% cavalry combat ability, plus 10% infantry combat ability, plus 5 discipline, and plus 5% shock damage, minus 20% province war score, and minus 10% development costs as a final idea. This is an insane idea group. It is so good. It is beautiful, beautiful. We do have a mission tree here. It may look small, but don't worry. It will be getting larger after we finish this mission down here. As for our decisions, we can go ahead and get rid of those. Nothing crazy there. Stability, nothing crazy. Religion, we are the righteous path, which gives us plus 10% national tax modifier and plus 0.5 yearly army tradition. The cultural beliefs prevalent throughout Haless, the Righteous Path is more of a collection of local folklore and superstition, primarily surrounding the life force Chi. It is said that the Righteous Path is like a river. It is different in each land and each people, but all part of the greater flow of life. So we have religious power, kind of like Protestantism in the base game, and there are tons of options that we will get to choose from that we will dive into here in a little bit. Military, nothing crazy there. And finally, our estates. So let's go ahead and get these estates set up. We're going to go through and we're going to give the monthly points off to each one of them. The clergy, we're going to take religious diplomats. That's kind of important. Nobility, we're going to give them supremacy over the council. And, well, probably right of council. Merchant guilds, we're going to take prestige. And we're going to take free enterprise. The adventurers, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Adventurers, we want to give generous quest rewards. That's a very important thing to take in the mod. And then eventually we'll want to give the mages a patronage of the magical arts. Now for those of you that might not have played Anbennar before, this is a kind of D&D fantasy setting for a completely unique world. Super cool stuff. There's magic, there's dwarves, there's elves, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. All right, we got tiger people, we've got hobgoblins, we've got just insane amounts of content, and I am very much looking forward to explore it all. We do start off with human administration and human military, but we have Sunrise Elf as an accepted culture, and that is because our leader is a Sunrise Elf. So let's go here, and we need to look at rivals and possible allies. So I think rivaling these guys back is going to be important. They're going to be an early game, well, rival for us, believe it or not. You are also going to be a rival, as are probably you. You're more likely that I'm going to go to war, but I'd rather not rival them and force them into an alliance with one of these two, so we'll rival them for wrongback. Also, I may mispronounce a lot of names in this one. I'm doing my best. I am so sorry. Alright, I am so sorry. All right, we're making 2 crowns a month, not too shabby. Now let's look at allies first, though. Allies are going to be important. 1 ally. Okay, Therabnir, I guess you're it. If you're the only one I got, you're the only one I've got. Balrajin, that is over here. Those are gold scale kobolds. Though I'm not actually interested in an alliance with them, believe it or not. Sounds dangerous. Now, Zhang Luci is the leader of the One Xia nations, and they have all these vassals. Yeah, this is like Japan, essentially. So I want to start improving relations with them, because I don't want them to come attack me. That would be, well, a game over if they attacked me early on, because there's no way I'm going to be able to fight them. Okay. So we need to have some Diplo power and improve with Therabnir. Towards the future, I need at least 2 cavalry in my capital. Integrate new towns, we need to wait until 1446, and gather advisors, I need to hire a Sakai cultured advisor. So let's do that. All power cost sounds very good in the early game here. Could definitely help us out. Spy network is fine, and fort defense would also be good. I think the all power cost minus 5%, that is going to be the best thing for us. So let's go ahead and lock him in and complete our first mission without even unpausing. Beautiful. I should warn you before we go any further, there is a lot of lore in this, all right? And that's kind of like a whole core part of this nation, as there is a lot to read. Just want to let you know. So Hiderion was born to a small family of elven farmers in Azkare 75 years ago. Ever since reaching adulthood by human standards, he has served in the Poiuymew family as both a valued advisor and a personal retainer. He has risen through the ranks through dedication and skill, eventually being adopted and earning the name Hiderion Tonenzuir. His journey from peasant to lord inspires many in our township, and the locals are eager to show their aptitude and become advisors to Hiderion. We must gather these men and women and use them to improve our court. So the event Sons of Azkare happens. So it has long been the tradition of a lord to pick his advisors from the sons of the landed nobility in his realm, but that antiquated system is both unfair and detrimental to the apparatus of the state. After all, wasn't Hiderion himself a mere elven peasant when Tonen first saw his potential? We will uplift the peasantry and place those brilliant enough to serve in positions of authority in our court. So we can focus on skilled bureaucrats and recruited from the lower classes. Our leader will gain 1 admin point, and we'll gain a level 2 advisor. Promote local diplomats to represent the people's interest in court. That gives us a Diplo point and a Diplo advisor, and commission new officers from the sharpest enlisted men. You guessed it, military point and a national manpower advisor. I'm going to go for the military point here. As you can see, we are now a 3-3-4. Now let's complete the next mission, tour of the towns. We have admin power, Diplo power, and we are at peace. So when the people of Azkare elected Hiderion, they did so based on a promise of glory and prosperity, and that is what Hiderion gave to them. In 1441, he started a campaign of expansion against the neighboring states of Lo Nugoen and Kao Elnak. The decisive blow came with the Battle of Lektonmai, in which both leaders of Ko Elnak and Lo Nugoen were slain during a charge of the Shining Lancers, after which Hiderion was able to quadruple the size of Azkare. However, the newly conquered towns do not trust Hiderion. The fear that Jaher left behind is still strong much of Haless, and people are wary of elves. He will personally tour the newly annexed towns and make sure their loyalty does not falter. Now, Jaher was an elf, a sun elf, that conquered all of this region and all of the Bulwar region as well, creating the first empire that ruled this, a couple continents worth of land. And he was a bit oppressive, you could say. And so people here are not a fan of elves. We are the only tag that has any significant amount of elves around. The rest of them were either kicked out and left when the empire started falling apart, or they died. Probably not in the best of ways, but they were occupiers. So the event touring the towns happens. So the sound of snapping pennants and the soft slush of hooves on a muddy road herald the arrival of Hiderion and his honor guard of Shining Lancers into the town of Vaima at the edge of Kao Elnak border. All around him he sees the signs of the recent war. Burned houses still sit abandoned at the edge of the settlement, while many fields lie fallow and overgrown with weeds. The sullen eyes of conquered peoples are all that greet him on his ride into town, and even the local council is absent. The people here are not living under the glory and prosperity promised by Azkare. They are simply surviving. It is time to change that. So we can send some skilled administrators to organize a repair effort, and we'll spend 50 admin Diplo power, but we gain 1 admin point. We can gain a Diplo point by personally seeing to the distribution of alms for those affected by war. or we can garrison additional watchmen to shield against banditry and looting. I am going to go with sending it skilled administrators to gain that admin point. Very, very nice. And now we need to save up some points here in order to complete this mission. Yes, we need money and we need all kinds of stuff. So let's go ahead and hire an advisor for at least one other place. Do I have a cheaper one anywhere? Like a level 1 cheaper? I do not. Let's go for fort defense then, and let's stop paying for our troops. We're not going to be going to war too soon here. Not too soon. All right, and I think with that, we're actually good to unpause for the first time. So let's do that. Okay, perfect. Here we go. So, I need to find another ally. Okay, there's more. I forgot, there is more. Profiteering in Weimar. I can make... Who's gonna be mad at me for that? I don't know who that is. Let's see here. Phaon... Oh, that did not work. Sure, I don't care. Alright, Citadel of the Dawn. So the Citadel of the Dawn is a fortress that was built in the days of the Phoenix Empire, which, under Jaher, spanned from the coast of the Divan to the great city of Tianlu, where he was assassinated in 1136 due to his mismanagement of his diverse Halessi subjects. His son, Jeriel, attempted to keep the empire together, not just with force like Jaher, but trying to unite the Halessi and integrate into their culture, even marrying a Haramari princess. Yet he too was tragically assassinated, after which most of the legionnaires fought their way through Haless to retreat back to Bulwar. Some elves, however, came to like the life in Haless and tried to stay, but Jaher's occupation bred hatred, and the elves were slaughtered in droves. The Citadel of the Dawn is one of the few places in which elves could survive this fury and host the biggest elven community in all of Haless, its thick walls and cores of heavily armored shining lancers allowing these elves to escape the wrath of the locals. Later on, the elves of the Citadel of the Dawn joined the nearby townships, a collection of small autonomous collectives united against outside foes. It is in this environment that Hiderion Tonenzweir grew up, in a mixed community of Sunrise elves and Sakai people. He saw something great in that cooperation, especially when a local noble by the name of Tonin Prakong adopted the young elf into his household, where Hiderion served the family for several human generations as an advisor and a personal retainer to the Lord. For his services, he was elected Lord of the Townships in 1438. Ambitious as he was, he immediately set to work on expanding his township, leading to the Battle of Lekton Mai in 1441, in which the townships of Kal El Nek and Logonin were dealt a heavy defeat by the Shining Lancers, and Azkare was expanded dramatically. In the last 3 years, Hiderion has been spending his time, and then what do we want to choose? It could be expanding the bureaucracy and efficiency of the court. This gives local defensiveness in our capital for the rest of the game, and +1 max promoted cultures. Wooing the mayors of the towns to gain a Diplo point, or ensuring the Shining Lancers and his other military units were at their best to gain 1 military. I'm going to go with Diplo. So now we are a 4-4-4 instead of being a 3-3-3, which is obviously much, much better. Alright, let's continue on down here. Okay, so the Raj, the corrupt from the Lotus Court. So the one thing constant in Halan is decay. Meat rots, turning gray and putrescent. Flowers wilt, vibrant colors going dull, and leaves drooping. Minds erode, memories fading, and simple acts becoming out of one's reach. In the Lotus Court, the jewel of Rahen, a place of vast feasts and incredible gardens, and all the most brilliant minds of the ministries working in one place, it is an institution surpassing most in Halan, and its decay is similarly distinguished. Corruption that siphons off the wealth of an entire continent, internal politicking with stratagems and tactics that rival any of Jaher's campaigns, all in pursuit of personal power. A veritable legion of administrators who are as short-sighted and petty as the Oracle of Tuhayasa is far seen. These problems have only festered under the rule of Indrinayar and may soon spell the demise of the Har-Miraj. It will take work rivaling any of Har-Mar's deeds to restore the Raj's authority, purge the ministries, and repair all that has crumbled in the interim. But if it can be done, and Rahen reforged, the Lotus Court may shine brighter than ever before, and the Har-Miraj with it. So they will lose 50 legitimacy. So the Raj is over here. They don't own much land themselves, but all of these guys are... they're vassals, though they are special vassals. There's a whole system for this that they've added in the Warlord of Haless update. Super, super cool stuff. But we're going to just have to keep an eye on this from a distance and see what happens. Now, if you're wondering, the big power players of the area are the Raj, if they can unite. It is one Shia here. All these Shia nations, when they eventually unite, which they probably will will become a problem. The command is probably the biggest problem in the early game. They start off with 47,000 troops, a 5.56 conqueror, tactical genius, inspiring leader, and they're known for getting great conquerors. If you don't know what a great conqueror is, it's essentially the AI gets a bunch of bonuses on top of the bonuses the AI already gets. So they're very, very scary. They'll get a lot of troops, and it'll be interesting, to say the least. Now, we have another merchant here that I noticed. Bad thing about this start, this is a starting node. So, yeah. This merchant isn't going to do much for us. So we're going to send him up to collect here, and we're going to switch this over to establish communities. That makes sense? Yeah. That's what we're going to do. We're also going to switch this over to establish communities, because we need to improve with our ally. Because, if we look here, we need that for our mission. They need to be 200. Doing very good. Very, very good. Alright. Let's check on allies here. So low to go in. That makes sense. They usually always ally each other. So that is something we're going to have to keep in mind. Zoram wants access. Very well. We are just barely making money. Estate statutory right? We're good. We are good. We're small enough to where I don't think it's going to matter too much. Now there is a gold province right here. I accidentally clicked on it, but yeah, we definitely want to go and grab that gold. For sure, for sure. That's going to help our early game economy immensely. Okay, so I need to build up a couple of dudes here. That'll give me permanent claims on some areas. I'm not in a huge rush for that. I don't want to go to war yet. I want to save up points in order to complete missions. That's more important to me, to be honest with you. Now, getting money, that, on the other hand, is going to be another story. How am I going to get up to 50 crowns? Maybe I should take a state statutory rights. That would help a lot. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, these two are the only ones allied together here. Yeah, I don't even have money to build that up. Ooh, minimum autonomy, though, is going to be plus 25. Is it going to be that bad? I don't think so. We'll solve this ourselves. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Even if I have to click this button, which wouldn't be a terrible idea, then we can do that. Yeah, years at least 1446. That's fine. So we can go speed 5 here while we are waiting. Yep, they're making claims on us. I mean, there's nothing too crazy about that. They do outnumber us by quite a bit here. Quite a bit. Anybody else willing to ally me? We're close to getting Kohai to ally us. We need to keep an eye here. It looks like Honsai is actually going to win their war. So I would like to improve with them to possibly get that ally. But yeah, making sure these guys don't hate us is, well, way more important. Our truce with these two nations is up, so they could declare at any time. I would prefer they didn't, but they could. They absolutely could. Nope, can't do that. Thank you, though. Honestly, I don't think I can afford both of these advisors. I think that's what it comes down to. I'm gonna fire this guy, which kind of sucks. Like, I spent a lot of money on him, but I need the money. I really do. Yeah, I think that's the only option here. Unfortunately. And if I burn this, then I should be able to integrate new towns. So after the Battle of Lekton Mai in 1441, Azkare annexed many new towns. While taxes have come in steadily, they are less than we expected, and not nearly enough recruits are joining our ever-growing army. We will give them a chance to join the Shining Lancers, our prestigious corps of heavy shot cavalry, a legacy of the Phoenix Legions. This both gains their loyalty as well as preparing for further expansion of Azkare. The event New Recruits happens. We have sent our sergeants into the countryside to gather recruits to our banners. They ride into villages clad in brilliant plate and chain, speaking of glory and the good of Haless to the forlorn youths of Azkare's new towns. Their recruitment drive has been a success, bringing many new bodies into the ranks of the Shining Lancers. These new recruits will be a shining example to the rest of the township. We lose 50 admin power, 50 crowns, but it starts the construction of 2 archer cavalry for the cost of 0% and 100% of the regular build time, and we also gain permanent claims. Here, which is very nice. He should flip non-hostile now, I hope. There we go. He is friendly now, so we're going to pull back, and we are going to ally one Jia, and we are safe for the time being. Ooh, okay. Visiting an old friend, it seems that my ally right here is wanting to have a conversation. So, Lord Narai Shaya of Thirapnir grew up with Hiderion, both serving the Lord Tonin Prakuong as retainers in their youth and having kept in contact ever since, and they remain as close friends. And while Hiderion's life has only just begun, Narai's life nears its end. We will pay our friend one last visit and pay our dues. We lose 100 Diplo power, and the death of Lord Narai Shaya will happen. Keokat, grandson of the old Lord Narai, has decided to throw his lot in with Hiderion. In a grand ceremony in court, he pledged the allegiance of the Thirbanir and its people to Azkare, binding the futures of the two nations together for the rest of time. A welcome addition to our court. Make Thirbanir a vassal. That's right, we just vassalized our ally in 1447. So we now have an additional 6,000 troops at our command. They are very loyal because they are a historical friend, and they're giving us a little bit of cash as well. Very, very nice. So now I need to do this of 50 crowns. I think the best thing to do here is to take loans from the merchant guilds. Yeah, let's go indebted to the merchant guilds here, because getting these missions done quickly is in our best interest. Alright, Hiderion's contemplation. His name has already grown both within and outside of Azkare, but surely there is more to be done. Hiderion has seen 3 human generations come and go in his time here, while he himself would still be considered an adolescent had he lived in Bulwar. There is so much to achieve. It is time to contemplate our ambitions and where they will take us. So we gain -1 Diplo rep, minus 50% chance of new heir, and -1 diplomatic relations for 3 years. We lose 50 crowns, 100 of each monarch point, and the event will fire, as I said, in 3 years. So we have to wait on that one. Alright, so now we just need to wait for our new cavalry to be built. There's the first one. And where is our second one? State statutory rights. Nope, we're good. We're almost up to 100 religious power here, and then we could choose our first way of faith. And I definitely already know which one I'm going to go with. Now we are at 8 of 11, and we are going to hire the mercenaries, as it is actually part of our mission tree. We have to have adventurers loyalty of 60 or have at least 4 mercenaries. And right now our adventurers would be at 46. So yeah, definitely going to go for the mercenaries. Definitely. Once we hire them, then we will be good to go to war. You still only have 1 ally, and you have allied 2 people, but that's fine. I don't have to ally you. Or I don't have to co-belligerize you. You are, yeah, 32%. All good there. Okay, let's start to improve with lots to come. I'm sure they're going to rival us relatively soon, but I do want them to be, well, friendly for now. I want to make sure that they don't try and, jump on top of us if we're caught down in a tough war. Alright, way of faith can be selected. So there are a lot of ways of faith, as you can see. Some of them are locked behind certain texts, and some of them are locked behind cultures. So like, for example, people in the One Shia area have access to a lot more of the ways of faith because this is kind of the center of that religion. But for us, there is a very good one we want, which is the leadership of martial heroes. The very core of the righteous path are the martial heroes that doing good for the benefit of the people. Furthering work to integrate them in your beliefs as rightful defenders of the people will do as well. So we gain +2 land leader shock at the cost of +33% leader cost. And I really like this system that you do get benefits, but it comes at a cost. You have to give something up, and I think that is a really good way to do it. There's another one in here that is super powerful, and that is this one right here, meditation and tea. You lose 10% production efficiency, but you get 150% innovativeness gain. That means that for every technology you take that's ahead of time, that is 10 innovativeness, and every idea is 5 innovativeness. It is nuts. It is so powerful. Also, if you're playing like a republic that doesn't have estates, elixirs of knowledge is exactly what you want to take. Free admin power at the cost of estate loyalty, but it doesn't matter if you don't have estates. So make sure to keep that one in mind as well. Okay, so now our dude will be much better if we hire him. I don't think we get a general through our mission tree. No, we do not. I don't believe. Yeah, I don't think we do. Okay, perfect. Then let's go ahead and hire one. And let's see. It'll cost us 62. Very expensive, but Okay, well that's a little disappointing. A 1-3. I mean, 3 shock's not bad, right? But that means that we rolled a 1-1. Did we really roll minimum amount of pips there? For 2? Where is it here? It'll be down here. We did. We rolled minimum pips. I'm gonna roll again. It's a bad idea, but I really want something better. Okay, a 1-4-1-1. That is, I mean, that's a little bit better. Yeah. Can't believe we rolled minimum pips. Come on. Come on, game. Do me something better than that. Okay, and now I think we are ready to go to war. Yeah, relations improved. That's great and all. But I think it's time. So let's build up the novice adventurers. Let's start paying for the troops. Let's equip our leader here. And let's get ready to rumble with the people to our south. And there we go. We are now at, well, at least 80%. I believe we're 1 over. Yeah, we're 1 over our force limit. So we can complete towards the future. 3 years ago on the fields near Lecton Mai, the Shining Lancers earned a decisive victory with a glorious charge, and set Azkare on a new path forward and a new destiny. If we want to exploit and repeat this success, we need a mighty army. The Shining Lancers must be drilled into perfection, and the units that support them expanded. So we gain a permanent claim on the Nagoan area. Now to finish Nagoan, we need to own all 3 of those provinces. Now here's something we have to keep in mind. Right here, this is a dwarf, all right? But they have vassals in these 3 nations. And they, I believe, yes, they want, well, 1, they want our vassal's land, but 2, their vassal wants this land. Have they made any claims? They have not. So it's kind of highly likely that if they do get a claim here, they're going to declare a coattail war, and we really don't want that. That would be very bad. Because we want all their provinces. Now, if you look here, they have 9,000 troops sitting here. But actually, that's not true. They don't have 9,000 troops. They only have 7,000 troops. Some of those belong to Naquan, which is right here. Interesting. Okay. So let's connect them up. I'm going to move my troops here, hoping that they move their troops over here, because the AI will move away from your troops. And I look perfect. Okay, that's not exactly what I thought was going to happen. Okay. Interesting. Oh, they're at war with Rongbek. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's not, like, good. That's, in fact, I think I would call that bad. But it is an opportunity at the least. They are distracted, which means we could take the 7k out for free. So let's go ahead and let's declare war for the province of Kankadin, probably. Can't co-blizzarize. You call in another person. They will not answer the call. Perfect. Give me my diplomat back. There we go. Still won't answer? Correct. All right, here we go. First war. It's a make or break situation. A shared dream. I'll read that one later. I'm not going to annex them yet because I can't. Let's move in here. We're no river crossing. It's into grasslands. Again, we have a 4 shock general. What are they going to throw at us here? That is a 0 shock general. If we get some good rolls, it should be a stack wipe. Oh, look at that morale difference as well. They were not full morale. Okay, we roll a 9 in the fire phase. Beautiful. Oof, they roll a 9 in the shock phase. We roll a 3. Doesn't matter. That's still a stack wipe. There we go. That is exactly what you want to see from an early game fight. It seems that our vassal is going back for their capital. So let's send 1 troop back with them. And how many do you have? You have 5,000 troops. We're going to send you 3 here along with you, and then these 2 can split. Then hopefully we can occupy this. Okay, they have 6,000 troops, actually. But they're busy, so it doesn't matter. Since I know they're busy, I'm going to move forward and onto this province. I'll need to switch my general over, obviously, to put him on here because he has that siege pip. But that is okay. Alright, perfect. You now need to move down here in order to convince them not to attack me. Wow, that literally could not have gone better. Except for the fact that this is occupied, but I don't think that'll matter in the long run. The war should end. Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, where is the Merc Company? Oh, that is the Merc Company. Okay. Then what I want to do is I want to send you on here. Then I'm going to back out with the Merc Company, switch the general over, throw him here, and then put him back on, and then take the guy off. And let's go down here, and let's loot these provinces the best we can. We are losing a crown a month, so that is not great. Not great at all. Okay, so just these guys sieging that down. That's fine. Here they are down here. I don't really want to kill them because I want them to actually finish this war, preferably. Yeah. Because if we have to sit here and wait... Oh, nice, we got a wall breach. If we have to sit here and wait for too long, that would kind of suck. Let's move back, make sure we are still looting here. If I can make this go positive, that'd be fantastic. No, but we're holding off. Just barely. No, we'll solve this ourselves. And for this war, we're going to be full annexing both of them. Absolutely. That's the play. That is, in fact, the only play. You are losing your war. We're already improving with Hansai. We need to find someone else that would be a good ally. Buvari is very strong. Though I doubt they're going to want an alliance anytime soon. Beyond Fang, also very strong. But probably hate our other ally. They don't. As of right now, they don't. Okay. Well, we'll have to keep an eye here. We'll have to keep an eye here on what happens. But for now, yeah, I think I'm going to improve with Beyond Fang, hoping that they flip friendly. That's the hope. That's the plan. Now I do need to develop up my capital to a base production of 10, which is 4 points of development. Let's go ahead and do that. That could save us from taking a loan here. I will have to do a point of admin development, but that's okay. And then I will need at least 50 crowns, which I hope we can get out of this war. I really hope so. If we look, well, we can't look here because we're, busy, but that's fine. At least we're kind of sort of stabilized while we're looting. Just a little bit. Just barely. Okay, but now we're not going to be looting, and I don't really... Okay, oh, never mind. Fix that problem. Let's stop paying for our troops all the way here. We'll leave them at probably like half. Then when we see them making a move back, then we can... Okay, never mind. That's that. Raise it back up. Move here, and move here. Make sure, I don't know, you got the 3 siege, or the 3 guy. Perfect. I don't want to fight them if I don't have to. And I don't have a claim here. Are you in another war? No. I don't have a claim on this province, so I'm not going to take it. No. That would be a bit of an overextension on my part. And yeah, I don't want to do that. Even with one Shia as an ally, that's still a bit risky on my part. Okay, if I take both of these, no coalition, I can get 70 crowns, perfect. We avoid another loan. I can even get war reps out of this because they are still alive. So let's go ahead and finish it off. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. We are looking good. Now we are at the 32-minute mark here, which would usually be the end of the episode, but we're going to go a little bit longer as this is the first one. I don't know how long exactly. Whenever it kind of feels right, then that's where I'll cut it off. So let's move back, bring all of our troops back together here, and begin to pour everything up. We have just enough admin. And now we can complete 2 separate missions. So conquer Khal el-Nek. The township of Khal el-Nek is still in disarray after our victory in 1441. They elected Lady Maya Sete to be their leader, the daughter of a strong Dolof the Lot Dekan, who, according to some, has ties all across the continent. We should eliminate this threat before it grows into something bigger. Not only that, Khal el-Nek is home to the Sikai purebred, the fastest breed of horse in all of Thinikai, and a perfect addition to our shining lancers. You gain 10 prestige. Now for the lady. Oh, they cannot exist. Oh no. Okay. Well, that is going to be a problem. Huh. Alright. Interesting. Well, we have other things to worry about. Hiderion's contemplation. There's a chill fog over the Citadel of Dawn in the dark hours before sunrise. Hiderion has left his most capable advisors in charge while he readies his horse for the narrow road to the deep north and places rich in wisdom. He shoulders his pack, draws his cloak, and sets out shrouded. In the weeks that follow, he sees the many wonders of the Xia and the Upper Yan Shen. He crosses the river bridge into the Luisibao, from which an empire of squabbling masters is managed. He walks the lines of the many mustering fields of Beyond Fang, where iron-hard discipline is instilled into the Yanxi peasantry. Hiderion even makes the journey up to Mount Tugasaya, where the oracles see all across Haless, all the twisting bonds and connections that link the ancient continent. Of all the places he has seen, one sticks in his mind as he meditates in the garden upon his return. At the center of the Xia, he becomes a lawgiver. The monastery of the oracular order atop Mount Tugasaya, he becomes careful. Or the growing military might of Beyond Fang, he becomes an inspiring leader. So we get to choose the next trait that our leader gets, which is fantastic. I mean, I think I'm really tempted by careful. That's minus 10% aggressive expansion. I should say an additional minus 10. Inspiring leader, though, would give us morale, I believe it is, which doesn't sound too shabby. Though, yeah, I am going to go with careful. I think that's just way, way too good to have. That means we can take more land, and more land is better, obviously. Okay, another mission fulfilled. Let's complete finish Lo Nagoan. So Lo Nagoan is the township to our northeast, smaller than Azkare but rich despite it. It is upstream on the Telebai with easy access to trade from the dwarves of Poiuymew and the Hin Fat. The lords of Nagoan also control a significant gold mine. All of these will be better used under Hiderion's oversight. Gain 10 prestige. And here we have to wait until we're done coring and they have to no longer exist. I definitely shouldn't have left them alive, but that's okay. Okay, and now we have Can Vu Fame Industry, I think that's how you say it. Can Vu Fame is the name of the fabric made exclusively in Azkare from the feathers of a rare breed of bird found in the jungles of Thinakai. Weaving them together without damage takes centuries to learn, but with the proper technique it becomes strong as steel yet as light as silk. There are only a few elven masters which have mastered this craft and remain dedicated to it, yet our demand for it is much greater than the supply. We will encourage the old masters to take apprentices, and to write down their wealth of knowledge so that future generations may continue this century-old craft. We lose 50 crowns, but we gain local goods produced +1 until the end of the game, which is obviously very, very good. That is very good. Alright, let's bring together all of our troops here, and let's stop paying for them. We could pay off our loans, but it's not that big of a deal at the moment. We get to choose new rivals, and I think we're going to go for Ma Huang. Hopefully they lose that war. Next up, Poiuymew. Sorry about that. There's just a lot of background noise. Let's go for we're looking at rivals, right? Possible rivals. So for Loktakong here, it's Bim Lao, Kibeti Talani, and Nagon hates them. Bim Lao, Kibeti Talani, and Hon Sai have been the people that they rivaled. What about you? Kind of the same thing, but just switching out two people. I mean, I think you make the most sense, right? You're on our border, so go ahead and rival them. Perfect, okay. So we're no longer paying for our troops, which means we can make some money. And we need to hope that they die. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. Nagon. Oh, I should have rivaled. Never mind. They've allied my ally, one Shia, so that's. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I was thinking maybe we should have rivaled them and then, like, attack them somehow and somehow kill these guys. That's. No. No. No, 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 no. Reform available. Let's go for Republican virtues for the yearly Republican tradition. That sounds good. And we are growing in corruption, unfortunately. That's from our overextension. It should go away rather soon, though. Rather soon. Oh, okay. Mission-wise, oh, that's just unfortunate that they exist. I definitely did not think about that far enough ahead. So we'll have to find a way to kill them. And if we have to wait until 1464, then we'll have to wait until 1464. Onsai is offering us an alliance. No. You're in a war right now. I'm not interested in that. Not interested in that at all. Now, you are at war with the wrong people. I was really hoping they had attacked here. Wrong Beck. No, 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 no. I mean, I could always do the nuclear option. Truce break. Da-na-na-na. Lead to a deadly coalition. Perhaps that's not the best idea in the world. Perhaps we shouldn't just throw away this run so early. Yeah, that's fine. We do have to annex them at some point. For sure. Vaima needs base production and base manpower. That's okay. I'd rather save up to take military tech here. We can choose a new way of faith. We'll hold off on that for now. I'm not sure which one I'd want to go with. Alright, everything is cored up though. That is good news. And if I complete this real quick. Perfect. 1, we gain some money. But 2, I can summon another diet and then I can revoke land. And now we're up to 15. So we're getting our crown land back pretty quickly. What do you want me to do? Less loans than 1. A spy network for Diplo power? Yeah, I can do that. I can do it. And it's on this guy, right? Just want to double check. Yep. Okay, let's start building that spy network up. And then finally we have mission fulfilled for the Lord. So the Lord Rama Bukai was the leader of Lo Nagoan until we conquered them. While most other lords would have executed him to ensure they would not rise up in the future, Hiderion knows better. Rama will be recruited to serve as a loyal advisor of Hiderion and will lead our armies to further conquests. We lose 50 military power and an event happens. So a torrent of whispers fills the courtroom as the former lord of Lo Nagoan is led to the throne of Hiderion, flanked by 2 shining lancers. There's been much speculation of the lord's fate. Hiderion is known for his mercy, but Rama Buake is a dangerous man to leave alive. His skill on the battlefield as a warrior and a general is renowned, and he could easily inspire his people into rebellion. Rama ignores their whispering. He is ready to face whatever fate may fall before him with the same steely-eyed countenance that he faced every challenge so far. Of his own volition, he kneels before Hiderion and presents the elf with his sword hilt first, with a tip pointed towards his own heart. Hiderion moves towards him, delicately taking the blade, then casting it aside on the stones. Your journey does not end here, Lord Buakai. He grasps the broad man by the arm and lifts him to his feet. Later they stand on the wall of the citadel, overlooking the ground where the shining lancers train. So you want me to train them, Hiderion? The elf nods. Not just train, but expand. They are skilled now, but they are not a legion. I need you to take these warriors and make them into soldiers. Rama considers this for a moment. I can do this, but I need something from you. Yes, keep my people safe. Lord Rama Buakai joins Azkare in return for the autonomy of his people. I mean, that kind of sucks that we gain 25 autonomy, but I'll take it. And all that's automatically cored up because it was already in a state. Well, that now leaves us with this problem. Yeah, I should not have left them alive. Just straight up. Allied with Mao Huang. Okay. Interesting. That is doable. Maybe. Maybe not. They have a lot of troops. But if I can get 1 Shia in on this, then maybe I can do this. Let's tell my vassal, hello, I am interested in this land. Get claims on it, please. And then I can annex them. And hopefully we don't have to wait the whole time. But if we have to wait, then, I mean, we have to wait. That's just the way it is. I made a mistake. I will now have to live with it. That is the unfortunate reality of life. Alright, so those guys are going to be working up. Beyond Fang is fully improved with. We can take Miltech. Let's, of course, do that. Miltech 4, very important. Beyond Fang is not interested in an alliance, which, I mean, fair enough. Let's continue to improve with the people around us. Especially people that are natural allies, like this guy. We both hate the same person. I'm going to lose money. Let's lose money, and yeah, we can repay whatever loans we can. That's fine. Truce with our vassal is up. How long till I can annex them? That is the question. So in 1457, I can start that annexation process. That shouldn't take us too long to do, because one of our mission gives us, what was it? Plus or minus 20% Diplo annexation cost? Yeah, that's very good. Very good. Okay, very noisy day today. Wow. Where were we? Oh, someone's offering us an alliance. Who? Kuet Kai. Ah, you. Natural ally against the dwarves. Not a terrible idea. Out of Ma Huang though, so no, not gonna happen, unfortunately. Feng Wuzhe. Okay, so that's one of the Shiakin. They're declaring war. That's fine. Nothing I can do about that one. Okay, they have the claim here. Interesting. Oh, they've allied with the dwarves. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. I don't want to fight the dwarves right now. I don't think I can beat them. Not reasonably. Man, I really wish I just annexed them. Oh, I should have double-checked. Should have double-checked. Such is the way of life, though. Do they have any troops? They have 0 troops, though. And they're going to have rebels here. They're going to have separatists. I can't remember if separatists can break someone from just owning their capital. I hope so, though. That'd be great. Alright, pull you back. Let's get a claim here. Not that I plan on going to war for it anytime soon. I just, you know, if I have the spy network, I might as well use it. Taking Diplo and Admin Tech, are we good to do that? Yes, I think so. Well, hold on. Let's hold off on the Diplo Tech for a second here. And let's do some development. So we need 3 base manpower and 4 base production in all 3 of these. That's what it's saying. All right, then let's go ahead and encourage development. Switch this over to protect trade, by the way. We definitely wasted money there. Need to get that to, what was it? 4-3? Right? 4-3? Where was it? Dang, I already lost it. You'd think that after literally just looking at it. Okay, 4-3, yes. 1, 2, 2, 2 there, and 1 click there. Perfect. Then we can take admin tech. So we're a little bit behind on Diplo, but that's not the end of the world. What else did I need here? We need a cavalry in each place. So we will lose our cavalry units by doing this, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, let's spread them out. Move them in. And then we can complete another mission. The Sakai Purebreds. The Sakai Purebred is a breed of horse originating in the township of Cal El Nak, and is famed for its speed and tenacity. These steeds would be perfect for our Shining Lancers. While previously a closely guarded breed, with our conquest of Cal El Nak, we can expand their pastures and ensure a steady stock of fresh horses to our Lancers. So we will lose all these cavalry. Cavalry costs will be increased, but we will gain plus 10% cavalry combat ability until the end of the game. And now our monthly income needs to be at least 10. You know, there's only a lot of noise when you're just trying to record something, but that's okay. What was I saying? I was talking about monthly income. There's an easy way to do that, and that is our gold mine. So let's go ahead and say goodbye to any Diplotech anytime soon, and put a couple points into that, and then also lower the autonomy there. I don't know if that will get us to 10, but it will get us close. Yeah, it gets us to 7.55. Not too shabby. Let's pay off our loan, and that way we only have 1 more left. We ready to pay that off? Look at that. We are now debt-free. Debt-free, we're at 17% crown land. Not too bad. We'll be able to revoke here again in a couple of years. We are, well, we're below our force limit at this point. We can start to annex these guys in 3 years. So we'll start reproving relations with them relatively soon. I would say we have set ourselves up to be in a very, very good spot going forward. The only big mistake was leaving these guys alive. Should have just taken the land. But that's fine. Hopefully these rebels rise up and they make this core go back, or somehow they die. I'm not sure I'm going to work that out. We'll figure it out though. But for today, I think that is going to do it. This is the first episode of a series, so please make sure that you like the video and you maybe leave a comment down below on what you're looking forward to in this run. It really does help with the algorithm and all that good stuff to help other people see the channel as well. But for today, I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.